Good morning. Today is Wednesday, November 25th in the year 2020, the day before Thanksgiving. In January of 2020, I had planned this wonderful trip to Puerto Rico. I hadn't seen my dad, and he's 92, and I was all excited to see him, and I had this ticket all set, and the very first week, right around Three Kings Day, which is a big holiday for us down there, there were earthquakes. There were earthquakes that like wouldn't stop, and we didn't hear about that much in the States here, but they just wouldn't stop, these earthquakes. And they continued so much for like the next couple of weeks. There was a series of them, and so much so that about 3 days before my flight was supposed to take off to go visit, he says, I don't think you should come because there was just one in the epicenter, and if the island splits in two, well, I think we'll be okay here in San Juan, but the people are leaving in droves. Están saliendo. La gente está saliendo, huyendo de la isla. So, I very begrudgingly and sadly got rid of my ticket, and began the year 2020. And here we are today. And we're in the middle of COVID still. And I know it's been challenging for a lot of people, including me. And I'm just here to try to help you out where I can. It's where the shoe fits, right? Today I pulled a card called, and this is from my Mother Mary Oracle deck. It's Our Lady of Truth. And Our Lady of Truth speaks from the heart. But her heart is in her throat. You see that? Her heart is in her throat, and she has a crown. The crown shines as though what is going to come from inside her is going to illuminate around her and be a gift to those who listen. And some people may listen and some people may not. And some people may not like what you have to say. But the important thing is not to listen for their approval, but just to speak your truth. Notice the expression on her face. Her eyes are closed, as in reflection. She's looking down as though she's looking inside and reflecting on what she is going to say. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and we're going to be some of us who are lucky enough, who have roofs over our head and have families that we can at least Zoom with. We have cameras we can at least take pictures with and FaceTime with, are going to be talking to people. Maybe we'll be happy to talk to them, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll be crying. Maybe it will kick up a lot of emotion for us. Maybe we will find some simplicity in those moments that will remind us of what we have to be thankful for. I have a friend who lives in Puerto Rico who inspired me. As you may know about me and a small group of people, we created a group called El Coqui Siempre Canta. The Coqui always sings. And we have tried yearly to get together to create a fundraiser so that we can be supportive to members in different communities, particularly in Puerto Rico. And we also were supportive of families who were separated at the border last year. My friend who gave me that phrase, it was after Hurricane Maria, which was 3 years ago. And I hadn't spoken to my family down there in 5 days. I didn't know what their state was. Anyway, I said, "How are you?" And she said, "I'm fine, Sally." She said, "Sally, the coqui always sings. El coqui siempre canta." And for those of you who don't know what a coqui is, it's a little green, pale, kind of brownish tree frog. And it sings almost operatically. It has this huge voice, but it's about this big. And it makes this sound that goes, and It sings every night, every night. That is how you know you are in Puerto Rico, is listening to the coqui. So I say this to you from my heart, is that even in these challenging times, there is a song somewhere in your heart, somewhere that you've listened to, somewhere that has inspired you, that always sings and will sing for you today and will sing for you tomorrow. El coqui siempre canta. Remember Our Lady of Truth. Even though it may not always feel good to speak your truth, when you do, it's your truth. And to coin that phrase, in speaking, you are giving a gift. The gift is there. Happy Thanksgiving.